10 fascinating facts about female cats you need to know. We at Animal Booth thought it was high time we made a video dedicated to female felines. They are, after all, incredibly intriguing and can sometimes be surprising. You may or may not have noticed these traits in them, but they are vital to get to know your pet better. Without further ado, here are 10 amazing facts about female cats. Let's dig in. Number 10. Females stick together in colonies. A cat colony is a group of outdoor cats that assemble around food and shelter. Males and females have various roles in this grouping, which is interesting. Females tend to form colonies to assist each other in nurturing and protecting kittens. On the other hand, males remain alone to avoid competition for females and food. When males aren't off on their own, they tend to hang around the borders waiting for the opportunity to mate. Number 9. They don't get adopted as fast. A study of cats at the Partners for Pets animal shelter in Troy, Illinois discovered that female cats stayed in the shelter longer than male cats. In fact, they stayed at the shelter for an average of 8.3 months, while males remained for an average of just 6.5 months. It is most likely due to the widespread belief that female cats are more clingy or attached than males. While some experts believe this is true, most agree that a cat's attachment level is typically determined by its own personality. If you consider adopting a cat, we highly advise you to base your opinion on how well you connect with the cats rather than their sex. Number 8. They can get pregnant young. It sounds odd, but the average female cat will enter her first heat cycle between the ages of 6 and 9 months. Yep, that soon. In some cases, they might be as young as 4 months, while others are as old as 1 year. This means your cat could get pregnant at just 4 months. Now, this also depends on when they hit puberty, which is impossible to determine when you're adopting a cat, or your own cat has her babies. But generally, you can make assumptions based on the breed and her characteristics. A Siamese, for example, is known to develop at roughly 4 months of age, but a Persian matures at around 12 months of age. Number 7. Tortoiseshells and Calicos are almost always female. A tortoiseshell cat has bicolored fur that kind of looks like a tortoiseshell because it has tones of ginger and black. And a calico has a tricolor coat with a white foundation with orange and black spots. Why do their coat colors matter? Because these colors are nearly always reserved for females. Because of their DNA, the majority of calicos and torties are females. Females have 2 X chromosomes, whereas men have 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. There is, however, an exception to this rule. Although highly unusual, a male tortoiseshell or calico might be born with an additional X chromosome, but this is very rare. It's more common for them to be female. In fact, research has shown that just 1 out of every 3,000 calicos is male. It's the same with the tortoiseshell cat. Number 6. They have 3 nicknames. A female cat is sometimes referred to as a Molly or a queen. Molly is a common nickname for any female cat of any age. When a cat is pregnant and preparing to give birth to kittens, the name queen is used. This name originated from the word queening, which refers to the birthing process of a cat. A female is still referred to as a queen until she finishes feeding and rearing her offspring. After that, she's back to being a Molly. However, there is a third lesser-known term for female cats, dam. This word refers to a purebred cat used for breeding or an older female cat. Number 5. They have a longer life expectancy. Female cats survive 1 to 2 years longer than male cats. Although the specific explanation for this increased life expectancy is unknown, we do know that other factors are far more likely to impact a cat's life expectancy, like if they live their lives mostly indoors or outdoors. Outdoor cats normally live 2 to 5 years, while indoor cats live for at least 10 to 15 years. Keep in mind that these conclusions are based on averages. While it is possible for an outdoor cat to live a long life, you have to keep in mind that the risks of the outside world tend to reduce average age. Furthermore, whether or not a cat is spayed is a major deciding factor, which brings us to the next point. Number 4. Spayed or neutered females live longer. According to a database of 460,000 cats, Benfield Pet Hospitals discovered that spayed female cats live 39% longer than unspayed females. And there are several reasons for this. For starters, a spayed female is absolutely free of ovarian and uterine cancer risk. This is due to the removal of the ovaries and uterus during the procedure. A spayed female is also less likely to develop breast and mammary cancers and mammary or reproductive tumors. In addition, if a female is spayed before her very first heat cycle, her chances of acquiring breast cancer are almost zero. Finally, a spayed cat is protected from other potentially fatal infections like pyometra, a severe uterine infection that is nearly always fatal if left untreated. Needless to say, the less prone a cat is to getting a deadly condition, the longer they are likely to live. So yes, whether male or female, neuter your pets. Number 3, they tend to be right-pawed. Believe it or not, most cats have a dominant paw, similar to how people have a dominant hand. Cats might have a dominant paw for situations like reaching for food, walking upstairs, stepping over an obstacle, etc. What's more fascinating is that paw preference changes by gender. Unlike males who like their left paws, females prefer their right paws. In fact, according to one research, 52% of female cats favor the right side. Number 2, a litter of kittens can be from multiple fathers. It is a rather funny and interesting topic of debate for humans whether a pair of twins can have different fathers. But we do know that a litter of kittens from one mother can have multiple fathers. This is referred to as superfecundation. If a female cat mates with much more than one male in her reproductive period, her eggs might be fertilized by more than just one male. This phenomenon is also observed in other animals such as dogs and cows. It can also take place in humans, though it is incredibly rare. So how can you know whether a litter was by more than one father? You can check to see whether the kittens are in a variety of colors. They might also be of various sizes and have distinct qualities from one another. If you see similarities, they might all be from the same father, or it could be multiple fathers, but they were all purebred and from the same breed. The only way to be sure is to do a DNA test. Number 1, the world's oldest cat was female. Remember how we said female cats live longer? Well, this female cat lived so long that she made the Guinness Book of World Records. Cream Puff, who lived for 38 years and 3 days, set the world record for oldest cat ever. This female tabby mix was born on August 3, 1967 and died on August 6, 2005. Cream Puff lived with her owner Jake Perry in Austin, Texas. But it gets stranger since Cream Puff isn't Jake's first cat to break this record. Grandpa Rexus Allen, the former record holder from 1998, lived to be 34. Clearly, whatever Jake Perry is feeding his cats is working. According to Jake, 1/3 of his cats have survived to be at least 30 years old, which is about double the typical feline life expectancy. So what's his secret? In addition to dry commercial cat food, Jake feeds his cat home-cooked eggs, turkey bacon, broccoli, coffee with cream, and an eyedropper full of red wine every 2 days to circulate the arteries. While Jake may have discovered the key to feline immortality, doctors do not suggest giving cats coffee or wine. But the question is, would you still give it to them knowing they'd be with you longer? Maybe don't reveal your answers. So, did you know any of these facts about female cats? Comment below if any of them surprised you. As usual, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.